There we go. Whew. Driving an electric vehicle? No, I don't. Why would I drive a piece of junk like that? You will not catch me drive owning a dumb car like that. Please. Yeah, I don't care for electric cars. So stupid anyway. Oh.
Invective against the other parties. So, no, I stand by. I believe the worst of the worst has come from the left. That doesn't mean what the right has done has been okay either. Much more conversation coming up. We're going to get into some things having to do with California, which is identified by the president and the governor of California as the model for the rest of the country. You believe that's true? We're going to talk about some of the specific details on that. As we get into our next break, then we're going to chat with Steve Hilton from Milwaukee and get his thoughts on some of the things developing in California as well. Now we're going to turn to Tom Sullivan.
KFCK News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM. Armstrong and Getty here for Big Mountain Heating and Air. Their no-gimmick 2-for-1 rejuvenation service guarantees your furnace and AC against breakdown for the next year, or the service is free. Just $78, and it's the most comprehensive service for your furnace and AC. Oh, and I love this Big Mountain Heating and Air. They guarantee you'll save more than twice the cost of the service on your utility bill, or they'll refund the service cost. Call now before you have a problem. 916-623-7324, or just search on BigMountainAir.com. BigMountainAir.com.
Take your home from ordinary to extraordinary with Cortopassi Tile and Stone. Cortopassi's huge selection of stone, porcelain, and glass, coupled with over 60 years of experience in high-end design, makes your home improvement dream a reality. Visit their showroom in Sacramento. Cortopassi Tile and Stone.
Teeth are amazing. That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in flying the world to your smile. With new financing options, you don't need to wait to get your smile back. Our 5 practices in the Sacramento area are open to serve you. Schedule a free new smile consultation. Call 1-800-DENTURE or visit AffordableDentures.com to find a location near you. That's 1-800-DENTURE or visit AffordableDentures.com. Affordable Dentures and Implants. Go ahead and smile. Go ahead and smile.
Health Connections is the newest exhibition at MoSAC. Presented by UC Davis Health, explore all aspects of health with interactive exhibits at MoSAC, from gut microbiomes to stem cell technology. MoSAC's new health exhibition has something to pique your curiosity. MoSAC is the perfect place to spend time with your friends and family. MoSAC is filled with interactive exhibits, live demonstrations, and events for all ages. It's an ideal community gathering spot to meet new people. Tickets available at visitmosac.org.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
KFCK Sacramento, KFCK FM, all the time.
Local news, breaking news, traffic, and weather. KFCK, Sacramento's News Radio.
From ABC News, I'm Lindsay Davis, Anchor Prime, streaming weeknights on ABC News Live. I'm in Milwaukee, where it's day 2 of the Republican National Convention. The theme today, making America safe once again, focusing on illegal immigration, violent crime, and drug overdose deaths. One of tonight's primetime speakers will be former rival Nikki Haley. ABC's Stephen Portnoy is with me in Milwaukee.
It's meant to be a demonstration of party unity, but some of Haley's stances on foreign policy and national security differ dramatically from the views of the GOP ticket. VP nominee J.D. Vance is one of the fiercest opponents of U.S. aid for Ukraine in the Senate.
Security is tight here following Saturday's attempted assassination of Donald Trump. The former president made his first public appearance last night since that rally, sharing the stage with his new running mate, J.D. Vance. There's still no motive for why 20-year-old Thomas Crooks tried to carry out the attempted assassination. I'm Lindsay Davis in Milwaukee, now with more news. Here's ABC's Michelle Franzen. New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez convicted on all charges in a federal bribery trial. Here's ABC's Brian Clark.
Senator Bob Menendez once chaired the powerful Senate Foreign Relations Committee, but Tuesday a jury found the New Jersey Democrat illegally acted as a foreign agent for Egypt. Menendez convicted of all 16 criminal counts in a federal bribery trial. FBI agents seized nearly $500,000 in cash from his home in New Jersey in 2022 and nearly $150,000 in gold bars. Menendez
Of course they run the light.
After pausing the assassination attempt of Donald Trump, President Biden is back on the campaign trail. He's in Nevada, attending the NCAA National Convention and a Hispanic voting conference. United Airlines has apologized to NFL Hall of Famer Terrell Davis after he was handcuffed and removed from a plane following an incident with a flight attendant. Davis says he's tapped him lightly on the shoulder, the flight attendant accusing Davis of hitting him. You're listening to ABC News.
California's capital city, now trending on KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio.
Good afternoon, it's 2:02. I'm Matt Pacini with your top local stories on KFBK News Radio. Los Angeles Metro is praising its new tap-to-exit pilot program. Stephen Tu, Deputy Executive Officer of Station Experience with the LA Metro, says crime is down since the program began at the North Hollywood Metro station in late May. And it looks like we're having some technical difficulties there. The tap-to-exit program is part of a broader effort by LA Metro to increase security on Metro trains and buses. Passengers are required to tap their Metro cards after each subway ride to ensure no one gets in for free. Officials are now considering making it a permanent program at the station and expanding it to other stations across the transit system. And a Madera County man faces charges after authorities conducting a search found 163 firearms and drugs. The Madera County Sheriff's Office says warrants were served at 2 locations, Madera County, locations in Chowchilla and Delano. 47-year-old Miguel Reyes was taken into custody on several charges. Authorities say they expect to make more arrests in the case. Got some weather together. Here's Dana Hess.
It's brought to you by Bonnie Plumbing, Heating, and Air. On a roadway, he's got a car fire still being reported. Eureka Road and off-ramp there, westbound 80. Got a tow truck appearing to be on scene. Traffic hazard, westbound 50 Hazel Avenue. Tires in the number 2 and 3 lanes. Checking your freeways. Looks like southbound Cap City showing some heavy traffic. That's going to be between El Camino Avenue and the American River. It's been said that ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. When it comes to a nice cool summer, it's so true. Right now, get a complete air conditioner tune-up for just $59. Bonnie Plumbing, Sewer, Electrical, Heating, and Air. Bonnie.com. Some restrictions apply. License 696355. Traffic on the 10s every 10 minutes. Mornings and afternoons. Dana Hess, KFBK News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM.
And sunny highs around 87 today. Overnight temperatures around 65. 95 tomorrow. Back into the low 100s starting Thursday. It's currently 85 degrees in Sacramento. Matt Pacini, KFBK News Radio.
Next update in less than 30 minutes. Breaking news the second it happens on KFBK News Radio, Sacramento's news, traffic, and weather station.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Coming back to Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st, streaming live only on Hulu.
A weekend full of superstar performances.
Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Your summer persona is calling. It's time for sun-soaked party scenes at MGM Grand. New luxury cabanas at Bellagio. And Sandy Beach Living at Mandalay Bay. Show off your poolside only with MGM Rewards. Visit MGMRewards.com for details.
Union Pacific wants to make sure your HVAC system keeps your family cool and comfortable this summer. So call them today at 800-551-3040 or visit them online at SierraPacificHome.com. Sierra Pacific, the guys in the big red trucks. Give them a call today. You'll be glad you did.
Enough is enough. Are you sick of those ugly roaches, bed bugs, and creepy spiders? Get them out now with legendary Blue Pest Control. Family run since 1929. Book your free inspection and radio discount at DeweyPest.com. That's DeweyPest.com. This hour of the Tom Sullivan Show is sponsored by Johnny Jennings Realtor. Kitty O'Neill. She gives you the 411 from 4 to 7.
The KFBK Afternoon News with Kitty O'Neill on KFBK Sacramento News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM.
KFBK Sacramento News Radio. Everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. On the air, online from New York City, border to border, and coast to coast. You're connected with Tom Sullivan.
Tom, John, to get us in for Tom Sullivan. He is recovering, doing well, and he'll be back with you hopefully on Thursday. In the meantime, I have the pleasure. And And talking about a lot of different things here, we still got people want to jump on the prior topics, and hang on, we might have a chance to get to you, but I do want to kind of transition into something that I find to be rather significant, because in the last several years, two prominent players on the political scene, one obviously extraordinarily prominent, that being Joseph Robinette Biden, the President of the United States, has asserted that California is a way for the future of the nation, that California provides that guide for the rest of the nation to follow. Those sentiments have also been expressed, probably less surprisingly, by the governor of California, Gavin Newsom. So, what does that mean? What is California all about? California is an ultra-blue state, not unique in that regard. There are others, obviously. In fact, most of the Pacific Coast is. And certainly the city of New York, state rather of New York, the states of Illinois, Massachusetts, many states are deep blue. But some of the things in California kind of establish a bit of I guess an extreme in that regard. And so when you consider the fact that California has been described by the elected leader of the nation, as well as the governor of the state, as the future of the nation, I think is something people should understand. So just yesterday, Governor Gavin Newsom from California vetoed a bill that lawmakers sent his way that would call for an audit of money being expended to local cities and counties throughout the state of nearly 40 million people, to have some knowledge of how dollars specifically dispersed for reducing homelessness are spent. Does that sound like a reasonable commitment on the part of the state legislature? I think it absolutely is. And to give a little context on that, in the last several years, the state of California spent $24 billion, that's billion with a B, in an effort to reduce the incidence of homelessness, people living on the streets. And of course, a whole lot of bad that comes with that. It's bad for the communities in which they live on the streets. It's bad for people trying to engage in commerce. It's bad for quality of life and public safety for a whole host of reasons, including but not limited to what people living on the streets use public places for: parks, sidewalks, bus stops, alleys, the threshold of businesses that are closed at night. These become, I don't want to get too graphic here, but it becomes a de facto toilet and bathing facility for people living on the street.
Is really slow. Call us if you see a problem.
View
Represents people injured by the fault of it.
increíble. Living on the street, more people living that way, and for all the victims of that I have enumerated in terms of people seeking quality of life, kids needing a place to recreate, people trying to engage in commerce, run businesses, just enjoy the amenities and the weather in California. Many things are just very, very desirable still about the state, the swath of geography that is the state of California, nestled between the Sierra and the Pacific Ocean. It's an extraordinary place. But the legislature presented the governor with Assembly Bill 2570, which would have required his administration to do this yearly evaluation of money that is disseminated, and he says, no, it's not necessary. Well, I respectfully see that quite a lot differently, and I suspect that his constituents do as well. But this is the model. This is the governance that the President of the United States and the governor who vetoed this bill believe is the future of the nation. And again, it comes months after lawmakers have really grilled his administration for showing up to a hearing on those very issues, questions about those funds that I mentioned, $24 billion, without any data whatsoever on the effectiveness of the homelessness spending. It also comes, as I indicated, after a state audit found this administration did not track the effectiveness at all. There's no knowledge. The money spent is one thing, and it's enormous. It's gigantic. If it was going to good purpose, if there was a benefit coming from it, then I think there would be some capacity to understand, but it's not. It hasn't. They haven't even stemmed the growth of that segment of the population. It's gotten vastly worse. So the bill's author is an assemblyman out of Northern California, Joe Patterson, and he said this was a bipartisan bill with no opposition. Clearly, he says the legislature agreed on the need to rein in Newsom's wasteful spending on ineffective homelessness programs. He said, "I'm glad we're able to get some safeguards written into budget, but the accountability when dish the country better off than it was 4 years ago."
Barely a single year.
Represent.
There's a whole lot more to this. The state of California is closing prisons, and there's an effort underway to bring back, to restore some efficacy in terms of the state's criminal justice system, to impose consequences on people who are repeat offenders in the area of use and transportation and being under the influence of hard drugs and in possession of hard drugs, as well as people who are serial thieves, to impose consequences on them. Once they have established
my sunshade.
capacity to, on a redundant basis, engage in that offensive activity, which costs property
burning up
directly in the case of theft incidents, and it obviously adds overwhelmingly to the incidence of homelessness on the streets. Well, the governor, this, by the way, if you're not in California, you don't care about the details on this, but this is qualified for the ballot coming up in November. The voters of California will have a chance to vote on this, known as Proposition 36, to really, truly bring back some things that have been lost over the last decade because of law that has been changed at the behest and urging of the executive branch of government in the state of California, as well as the legislative branch, and dramatically changed the course of criminal justice. So much has been lost. The foreseeability of the change in behavior when you take consequences away. Redundant theft on the part of ne'er-do-wells every day of the week, every day of the year, having no compounding consequences, never reaching the point of a felony prosecution under the current law, and people who routinely use and possess and transport hard drugs on the streets, not facing consequences for that, what was once upon a time a felony that would bring about a whole host of consequences, the most ideal of which was a person's agreeing to go through court-supervised drug treatment and actually turning their life around to a better end. That's the goal, to bring that back. The governor is resistant to it for a number of reasons, one of which he says is the state doesn't have the resources to implement the program. But that's a state that has squandered $24 billion in a theoretical effort to reduce homelessness,